If we think of the National Gallery, okay, what's going to encourage people to get up, go out of the house and go and see pictures on a wall when they can go and look at them online? And as an example, what is, and as a very difficult example, what is the immersive experience that will get them up and make them do that, do you think?
Well, it's the real thing.
Yeah.
So you can't fake the real thing. It's, you know, it's Constable's Hay Wain, it's Van Gogh's Flowers, yeah. It's, you know, whoever it is, Sir John Lavery's Lady Agnew at National Galleries of Scotland. And again, coming back to the Burrell that I was at yesterday, I saw a brilliant thing, which was two paintings, both Dutch, one of a man, one of a woman, sort of 17th century, 18th century, and you could tell on both paintings that the subjects were originally wearing hats, and they'd been painted out by the artist, not subsequently. But you could just spot the faint outline, the shadow, if you like, of the respective hats that they were wearing. Burrell have now got a panel alongside where you can, and this is aimed at children, but I did it, where children are invited to place the hat that they think the subject was wearing on their heads digitally. So, you know, one was a baseball cap, another one was a Stetson, another one was a bowler hat, I think, but another one was a classic Frans Hals Dutch hat of the 17th century. And you know, kids were loving this. They were putting the hats on and saying, no, that's not my hat. And then suddenly, that's my hat, thank you. And you know, the woman would do exactly the same thing. Kids were queuing up to do this. And then what was really important is that they moved on to the picture, and the mum and dad would say, can you see where the hat outline was? They would never have had that conversation about, can you see where that hat outline was, had it not been for that provocation, digital provocation. So for me, that and a number of others, by the way, that I saw yesterday, is a brilliant example of telling the story of what you've already got better.
That is a really good example with the Burrell collection, did you say?
Burrell collection in Glasgow. Another example is that they've got a gallery, I think they've got something like 180 carpets at the Burrell. And there was one room which is dedicated to carpets. And I learned stuff yesterday, which is the word paradise in Persian means walled garden. Didn't know that. Learn something new every day. And so these Persian carpets were laid out, I did know this, were laid out like a walled garden. And so if you looked at them, you'd see intricacies of flowers and herbs and hedging and all manner of things that actually made this carpet come alive. What the Burrell has done is on two huge digital panels is to take the images of individual flowers on the carpet and bring them alive. And so what you're seeing is a meadow, digital meadow, of all of these different flowers and birds and everything that's within the carpet. Astonishing. And there were people standing there watching this carpet brought to life as a living, breathing garden in a way that they'd never done before. They would walk past and think, that's beautiful, or that's faded its colours, and then walk on. People were standing there for about 4 minutes watching this brought to life. And I think that's phenomenal. What we can do nowadays with digital projection and digital photography is extraordinary. Museums and galleries have always been at the forefront of using technology wisely and cleverly. And I think now they're doing that more and more to enhance and deepen the visitor experience. And that's brilliant.